What's up, everybody? I'm Desmond, and this is some brainstorming ideas for the superhero skateboarder named Thrash. So let's just get into it. I got my beer. Let's get it popping. So I had to mute this because for some reason, my own beat and my own song I wanted to play here, YouTube is doing some weird shit. So it is what it is. Anyways, I had a theme song. The whole thing about that was I had a theme song I made up, and we don't have to use it. It's just something I had to use to kind of get the idea. So you see Peter Parker here? He's jumping over buildings. He's having a good old time, right? Thrash, he's going to be tray flipping buildings, kick flips, nollie impossible, or nollie big spin, nollie fortune cookie. Just dope shit like that. Just ideas I'm coming up with, right? Look, he'd be wall riding. You know, he's cruising through the downtown Hollywood with his friends, Benihana over cars. Bam, just having a good time. Now you see, Spider-Man and them more on the East Coast. I was thinking he should be more on the West Coast because there's a lot of other superheroes on the East Coast already, and it's like, at first I was thinking he's from Long Beach, but then I'm like, it could be Long Beach, Compton, Santa Monica. We'll figure it out. But you see where I'm going with these on the West Coast, okay? Bam. Through the neighborhood, having a great time with his friends, skateboarding, because that was one of the best times of my life, was just, wall riding. Look, nose blunt, this ledge right here. Psh, you see where I'm going with it, right? Look, having a great time with your friends. That's what we were doing. It was the freedom of skateboarding. So, like, of course, we need the CGI, right? That's why we need like Netflix or Hulu or the big boys, Amazon Prime. If we could get them, they would be able to make this happen. Of course, we wouldn't be using all these sparks and all that stuff. That's just a little too much. Let's keep it more, not that corny, but see, like the shit like that's dope. Like he's doing certain things. There could be sparks, but not too many. And then, someone who really skates. Okay. Now, Olan really skates. So he looks like he would be a good Thrash. Okay. It's one person I was just thinking about. Not saying we can get him, but you see where I'm going with it in my head. Mid 90s with Jonah Hill. Yeah, he can act, skate, and he has the look for Thrash, I think. And let me turn on the audio just in case, because now I think it's okay. I don't know what YouTube is doing.
Like what that does to somebody's spirit.
One day my mom just came home
Tyshawn
randomly and was
Jones.
like, "Oh, you guys."
Another guy would be like perfect for Thrash. Like the look, he could fucking skate like a motherfucker. And he's a smart dude. If you listen what he's saying.
Let's do is play video, go outside. He's like, we don't have any money. What are we gonna do? So my mom gave us $60 and we went and bought skateboards. I lived in Jersey at that time. Then I moved back to the Bronx. And that really like shaped skateboarding for me because you learn so fast in New York. People running around, people screaming, cars honking. I think that fast pace influences everything I do. I'm always thinking about what's next. A lot of people's downfall is they dwell on what they've already accomplished. The person who I am, I'm just like, all right, I did that. Like, how do I get to that next level? What's next? If I accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish in skateboarding, not saying I'm done with it. What other goals do I have? Skateboarding isn't my end goal. It's the first thing that people know me for, but it won't be the last.
Hey, when he said that, I thought about Thrash. They'll know him for that. I'm just saying, I'm not saying we can get these guys, but I'm just saying, you never know, right?
Yes.
Or Riley Hawk. There's another dude who was like, I was thinking, oh man, what if he was like, maybe we get him then. We can't get it, you know what I mean? Now, here's another part I was thinking about. You know how Uma Thurman goes in the attic to meet up with Sonny Chiba, and she starts seeing the swords. She's mesmerized by them. I was thinking Thrash goes in the basement in Lords of the Dogtown. Heath Ledger playing Skip was like, man, it was so good.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. This isn't a library, so it's $10 to browse. Got $10?
Didn't bring any money today.
Yeah, why'd you come into my store then, asshole?
You see what I mean? Like, now I was thinking, who could play that, right? The one, the only, Tony Hawk, right?
What's up? It's Tony Hawk and this.
Yeah, so like, I don't know, maybe Tony Hawk, if we did get him, let's just say, he would want to play the guy who gives Thrash the board. Or maybe Rodney Mullen wants to be the Thrash, the skate shop owner. Or maybe Rodney Mullen would play this dude on the streets as some legendary dude, right? He's like, they think he's homeless and shit, but he has all these fucking secret gifts with the skateboard, right? Because he's like the godfather of creating most of the tricks people do today. He can be that dude. It just depends if we ever did get one of these guys, right? Or both of them would be the ultimate that they choose. And they go through different ideas and characters. We're all in it together, you know? It's like one of those
Here
things.
is the godfather of all modern skateboarding tricks. This is Rodney Mullen. It's funny because you and I used to bounce tricks off of each other, right? And I remember you watch me do an airwalk, and then you're like, oh, I gotta learn that. And then you go and do it on the flat.
And likewise, when I would do a trick and then see you do it invert, like finger flips.
Oh, yeah.
And I would just like, oh my God, he's doing that in pools, and I'm having problems on the ground doing some other 180, like wake up. And it would be so inspiring for me. You know?
I think.
See what I mean? Like them together is like the dynamic duo. You know what I mean? Like, so it makes all the sense in the brutal. But like I said, I don't know if we get them, but if the people come together with the crowdfunding community, hey, anything's possible.
The apex of skating in a movie was Back to the Future. That inspired a whole generation of kids to start skating.
That's the truth, man. Like Back to the Future, when he was on that hoverboard, like if people want to start skateboarding and stuff, it was cool. And I was thinking another thing, Doc from Back to the Future. He even looks like my grandpa. Anyways, like that could be like how Tony Hawk acts as the skateboard owner of the skate shop, or he's the dude who gives Thrash the board. You know, I just like to take from great art and then use it into our own. You know, you take from it and you make it your own. If it doesn't work out, you just scrap it. But maybe that would be a dope type style of character. He's kind of quirky like that. You know what I mean?
Listen, Doc. I'll simulate the lightning.
That's fucking great. Look at this shit. Like, everything goes wrong and shit, right? Like that's real, man. Like, and this would be like one of his best friends, Mikkel, you know?
We feel
From
like our
mid-90s.
lives are the worst, but I think if you looked at anybody else's closet, you wouldn't trade your shit for their shit.
He's like
So let's
his
go.
best friend, and that's how we were doing skateboarding back in the
Tell me the
90s.
song.
Okay, so like my boy Roz right here, Big Roz, that I do music with, he was saying he had the idea of like having people submit songs for the soundtrack. So like punk rock, hip hop, like all just different genres, so we can actually sell it to get the funding to make this happen.
Does too. That as an investment. You know, you can do a money investment, you can do song investments for the soundtrack.
What would you tell people? Now Icon right here, man, he's helping, you know, with the script a little bit, and he has great ideas. People, you know, why they would want to be involved in this.
Because I feel like it's the start of something new that's going to be around for a very long time, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got your Batmans, you got your Spider-Mans, you got these superheroes that have been around for generations and generations, you know, and not really too many heroes represent a minority, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like, I fuck with Batman and Spider-Man and all these different heroes and stuff, but we need representation, more diversity. We need the younger generation to understand that, you know, heroes come in every shape, form, and fashion, you know what I'm saying? Like, every hero don't wear a cape, you know what I mean? So, I feel like a lot of people will want to be a part of this, knowing that this is something that's going to create a legacy and not just be a fly-by-night type of deal.
Yep. That's real. Hey, and you know what? What we can do to get the funding for it, I got the boards, right? We can sell the boards. Thrash board, right? We can sell Thrash tees. We can sell the Thrash comic book. I got the digital and also the hard copy. Okay? We got stickers. We got posters. We got the Thrash NFT, 500. Now, if you know what an NFT is, I have it on the blockchain. It's one of a kind, well, one of 500. And you can get this. There's only 500 made. So, if you know about that, we can sell those. Now, this is interesting. I was thinking like Thrash credits. Let's go back a little bit right there. The Thrash credits. Right here, and the possible series extras, if you could read that. All I'm saying is, like, if you come up with ideas in the beginning intro, we can have like this person came up with that. Like, we'll just put their name, right? But if they really invested in this idea and they were to help us get it going, then if it did work out, they can be an extra in one of the shows, right? We'll put them in one of the shows if that's possible. So this is what I was thinking with the intro. I had to use my song, like I said, and my stuff, because this is what I thought of for the intro. But I would really like to use the Wu-Tang Clans. That's why I wish we had, we can get, I wish we can get, I really wanted to use the RZA in the Wu-Tang Clan. And this part right here, she would be in a room all white or black, I don't know, but it's like spinning around slowly or fast, and she's mixing the Wu-Tang Clan, which is, she did it before. It was, if you see it, look, DJ Lady Style, she is fucking dope, and she did the tribute to the Wu-Tang Clan. I saw it, I was like, she'd be perfect for the intro, right before it comes in, right? She's getting down before the whole show starts. Like I said, not saying we get her, but you never know. If not, we get someone else who wants to do it. Maybe it could be, whatever music we come up with, whatever we can get that makes it work, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, to end it all off, you can reach me at thrashseries@gmail.com if you can see it. Thrashseries@gmail.com with any ideas, thoughts, or whatever. I'm going to start putting out different stuff every week. And, to end it all off, all I want to say is I was trying to make this character more darker and deeper, like Batman, The Dark Knight. The reason being is I came from a broken home, and in the 90s, skateboarding, I would meet other kids in those days that came from broken homes. And it was like something special with skateboarding. It gave you a freedom to get away from all the drama. So when you got out and you went skateboarding, it was this freedom that I felt. And then I meet other people like me. So in those days, we were like kind of rebels. I mean, like mainstream thought of us as dirtbags, and you go to school and you're like, oh, skate. Yeah, we weren't, in a way it was kind of cool because I was like, it's mystical. It's like special in a way. So I didn't want the character to be like some cliche superhero guy who saves the day, because at the end of the day, he's a good dude, but he has these things he's fighting with. Like, you know, Christian Bale was in The Dark Knight when he was up on the mountain with I think it was Leon, Nelson. And he was training them because he had a certain mindset, and he was like training them. This is what I think about. Not really like the old Batman movies. It was more like the Dark Knight type movies where it's more darker and deeper rather than like, let's say, the Spider-Man, which the Spider-Man is beautiful. I love it. But that's not kind of where it's going, you know, where I think in my mind where it's going. So it's kind of just coming together and then putting it all, we come up with these ideas and we start to make it happen. And let's see if we can just have fun with it. Let's see if we can do it. Hey, anything's possible. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you did, one love.